hi. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and good evening to you, everyone. The rain and network is really misbehaving. But anyway, we are still going to go to live, and now I'm just going to use this one to do the sharing, and then I go on live on also Quincy Talk. I have so many accounts, so everybody couldn't be on live today. So, maybe I use this one for. Mm, gonna use this one for. Though the network is not helpful, but we'll manage. We're just gonna do it like that. Hopefully, the network improve, but otherwise, it is what it is. It is what it is. We have to keep on going. So I'm just gonna share it now and then. Quincy, talk, 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 talk. Quincy, talk, 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 talk. Quincy, talk. So just share it here. Good. Because I want to also go live with this one as well. So I'm gonna go live here because I haven't go live on this channel actually. So let me also go live here. Where is my camera to change? Okay, so discover yourself. Discover yourself. So voila, that is it. And so we will be on 4 different channels together. So I have two. I have two now, 2 Facebook Live, 1 YouTube, and 1 TikTok. So internet is kind of going up and down. Internet is really messing up my phone. But because it is raining and I still need to get a Wi-Fi extension that want to make it stronger to put here in this room so that I can be doing live video without interaction. So today, good evening, my wonderful people, and welcome back to Quincy Talk again. It's another beautiful day and another edition there where we're gonna be discussing discover yourself. Yeah, discover who you are, discover the makeup of you, discover the things that make you to be you. So, YouTube people, kindly like, share, and subscribe as well. On Facebook, like, share, and subscribe as well. Everybody like, share, subscribe, and invite your friends because this is a very sweet, important day for the discussion. So, just gonna, you know, relax. While you also relax, have your water bottle close to you because you will need it. You will need it because today is a cozy, you know, let's just call it the bedtime discussion story, that way we can talk about stuff, talk about a lot of things. So this is the kind of bedtime story to make us discover ourselves. So, as we continue, if you have question, you have contribution, just leave it in the comment section, and I will always reply to you. And every day, except the day I will not be coming live, always check it on 10 o'clock p.m., at least between 10 to 10:30. Always check it that I'm online because we always have something to discuss about in the evening, cozy evening. It's just 1 hour discussion. So at least 10 to 11, 10:30, thereabout, we have some wonderful things to share and some good things to share. So it's nice. Good evening. Good evening to you. So now let's talk about the topic of today. Discover yourself. Yeah. When we talk about discovering yourself, it's like kind of what is myself that I need to discover that I haven't known about. What is even me in my body that's, something in my life that I actually have to be what discovering, what to talk about. Because we are so full of living an illusion. And along the way, we actually forget who we are. We forget the purpose of who our existence is and the thing that actually make us to be who we are. We forget it. So today we are going to touch those little things that we have forgotten, like the things you put in your Pandora box and you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to, you don't want to come over it anymore. Today we'll be discussing about those things because we are going to open those Pandora's box. Yeah. And those things that we have put away because we got married, because we have children, because we change job, because we travel, because we do this, because we do that, and we put ourselves away. In that doing so, we put on a new mask. The person we are not, we start to play that person. The person we are not even close to, or our partner want us to be this kind of looking person, or our partner want us to be, or because we have children, we have to now look like, some kind of person. But is that who you are? Discover yourself. It might be a little bit sensitive, yes. It might be a little bit sensitive, but I bet you at the end of this discussion, there will be some value points in this discussion that will be a very, very, very helpful to you, that you can pick and say, that was really interesting. That was really nice for me to learn. Yes, because you need to discover who you are. So let's dive in. You see, as life goes on in our life, we began to forget some things that we want to be, some things that we like to do, some things that actually give us joy, some things that actually give us peace, some things that actually make us who we are. We forget them. So now let's rewind back when we were 10 years old. When you were 10 years old, you have some fantasy of things that you want to do, the things that you love to do, of things that you would have been like to see in yourself or in your life. Some people call it a dream, some people call it ambition, some people call it career. But at the process of time, things began to fall apart. The storm of life drop in our face, and then we forget that, oh, this one will no longer need it. This one will no longer need this. This one will no longer need it. And as we do so, what do? We put all those things aside. And then sometimes you even have a vision or a plan to be you or to be this so kind of person. And then you start having kids, and then the body change, and then you say, okay, I put this aside. And then going further, even your spirituality makeup, you also kind of like, no, I don't want to talk about it now because, the word does not talk about spirituality, and in our family we don't talk about spirituality, and all the things now. No, I don't want to talk about it. You put everything in a Pandora box and you zip it up. But today we are going to open that Pandora's box. My Facebook supporter people, good evening to you all. Good evening, all my amazing supporter. Good evening to you all. I'm doing very good. And how are you doing? How are you all doing? Thank you so much for all stopping by. I really appreciate. Please kindly share as usual. You know, always share and leave your thoughts always in the comment section. So, as we continue this discussion, so as life began to evolve, or as you began to evolve in your life, and then you put all of those things aside. Oh, I don't want to talk about myself. How do I talk about that? No. And then before you know, you are being carried away with the system of this world, and you just, blank yourself outside. And then you start to wear a new makeup, a new being, a new personality, and then you forget your true purpose. Now, you see, in this realm or in this life, in order for you as a being to strive, there is one thing you need to do, and that is you. Not until you can get hold of the you inside of you, or some people call it the higher self, or some people call it the soul self, you're going nowhere. Everything around you gonna be like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know, I'm a very sensitive person. There was a time whereby it's like, some people are like that actually. They move from A to B. It look like they are moving, but they are not actually moving because they are seeing the same spots. They just move from A, B, A, B, A, B. They don't go forward. They don't go backward. They are just roaming in one circle. Sometimes it might look like they are actually doing something, but they are not. You see, I make a video a long time ago and I talk about the space of change when I was talking about change is inevitable. And I'm also talking about, you know, there are things that should happen in your life in the space of so years. So if in the space of 5 years nothing change in your life, it means you are trapped. It means you are still rolling in one circle. That means you are either moving from A to B because you are neither going forward or you are going backward. You are just rolling in one circle. Now, sometimes a lot of people are like that. Sometimes a lot of people just move from A to B and it feels like they are actually moving, but they are not because they are neither going forward, they are going backward. But let me tell you, as a being, or as a human being, that we all are in this existence, in order for us to move forward, we have to discover who we are. And that discovering yourself, that means know your spiritual existence. Not what people talk about. I mean the real you, the real, who is this person? Today I posted Facebook actually reminds me on my profile picture that 9 years ago I posted this picture and I was like, wow. I said, let me share it on my page, and I share it on my page. And some of my amazing supporters were saying, I never thought that you were an actress. Yes. You see, there are so many things that I have done in the past. I have acted so much movie, like not my Africans movie, like white movie that I get paid for. I have done a lot of commercials that I get paid for. I've done so many things. And in all this doing, it look like I'm actually moving, but I'm just running in one circle from A to B, A to B, A to B. I never go forward, I never go backward. Until a time that I just sat down and said, this is not going well. What is the purpose of actually being alive when you can actually attain some certain level in life? It is something I said, no, there must be, there must be, there must be a way whereby you can break some certain boundaries. Because even this boundary that we are talking about, it exists in your family. There are some certain people in the family. I know that day when we're just going to try, I'm just going to throw a bit of light into this, The day I will be talking about generational system or cause, then we will dip into that. We will break all the breakable. We'll go in deeper and deeper and deeper, to pull all of those things out so that you understand the reason why, whereby you can move forward or you can go backward. So now, in most people, what they do, they get trapped. They're just in one place, moving from A to B, but they never go more than that. So in my own case, I was kind of like, how do person just be, doing this life? How long you gonna do it? I began to, search between myself. And I understand that in order for me to actually attain some certain level in life, I have to be me and I have to accept who I am. So, and in mostly, many people, they are like that. They kind of run away from who they actually are. And instead of to embrace and love the person that you are, if I tell you that in 2016, 17, since 2017, that is when I was given this vision, Then Facebook was already existing, I was given this vision. Open the video, start talking and talk about spirituality. And I said, me, spirituality, where I ran. I actually did it. I talk about few video. I think when I see all my Facebook supporters, when I will see those video, I will post it someday. Then you will understand that it has been long. But mind you, I ran. After some time, and I was already getting noticed in a bit. Like she's always talking about spirituality. And guess what? I ran away. I never do a video anymore. I stopped. Because it was just like, bam. How do I go about it? I can't even know about myself. I can't even know about myself. I can't even, and now you were asking me to go in public to talk about spirituality. That must be mistaken. And guess what? And then we run around, and we run around. Here we are again. So what is the purpose of this? Is because many people are like that. The moment you are running away from your purpose of existence, you're going to move far and you're going to land back again. You're going to go far, but you're going to land back again. Because I always say that the destiny, it is a blueprint. You can't change it. It has been written and it has been stamped. This is how you're going to live your life. This is how it's going to be. And this is how you will live. And this is how you will behave. And then it has been stamped before your existence, before you were born. So if you like, you just move from, do all the doable, kind of distract yourself, but not until you accept who you are. You are not going anywhere. So, my dear, it's time you go open that Pandora's box, that person that you are, that real you. In those days, when I would, I want to put on this, and I would like, what do people think about it? People will say I'm a water child. Hey, people will say I'm a water child. Oh, I'm a water child. Oh, I'm not a water child. How do I say it? I'm not a water child. How do I defend myself? How do I even make people understand that I'm not a water child? People are going to think, oh, she's a water child. She's putting on calories. Oh, she's a water child. How do I defend it? How do I even tell people I'm not a water child? I have to grow. I began to discover myself. I began to know myself. I began to know my purpose of existence. And I began to know what are my spiritual makeup. What are they? Who are they? Where did I come from? Because one thing about discovering yourself is that you must be ready to accept the real person that you are. You must be ready to accept that kind of person that you are, not the one that you kind of uh, publish outside for people to see. I mean, the real you, the real you, the real person that you are. You must be ready. And sometimes, let me just use this as an example. People that are, homosexual, many of them, they have been that kind of person for a very long time. But because the society or the family or the background they come from does not accept such personality or such person, they kind of act it to themselves. Many can even go into marriage, have children and everything. Yeah. Many can even get married, but still they will be running from one hidden place to another, one hidden place to another, one hidden place to another, just to be themselves. But the question is, how long you're going to do that? How long are you going to be that person that you are not? How long are you going to be hiding for the true purpose of your existence? How long are you going to cover yourself and say nobody should know me or nobody should see me? But mind you, the longer it is, the harder it becomes. The longer it takes for you to come out of yourself, to be the real you, to be the real purpose of your existence, the harder it becomes. The harder. If you accept, oh, this is who I am, okay, I go forward like this. And that is why when you still see people who struggle so hardly, they just keep on struggling. Because I'm not just coming here to entertain you, to make a beautiful evening discussion or talk about something. It's because something that I've experienced. It's something that I have knew, something that I have known, something that I've been an example of. That is why I have the bold to come here to tell you that, hey, whoever you are inside, let it out. Accept that person so that you can open the door. It's like a butterfly in a cocoon. But in that cocoon, that butterfly is able to break out from that cocoon. It can never fly so beautiful and it can never fly so high that the world will see, oh, it's such a beautiful butterfly, such a beautiful butterfly. It can never. The question is, do you want to remain in that cocoon? Do you still want to be inside that cocoon because of what people will say about you, or because somebody will say, oh, she is like this, oh, he is like this? It is you we are talking about, not them. In order for you to move forward, in order for you to go forward in your life, you have to break out. You have to break out from that cocoon so that you can fly like a butterfly. If a butterfly never go out or break out from the cocoon, you know if the butterfly have a beautiful color? Have you not seen some butterfly? They are so beautiful. I just want to hold them. But just like the way those butterflies are beautiful, that is the way it will be if you never accept the real you. If you never accept who you are, you can never go well. You can never go well. You're just going to move it from A to B, B to A, B to A, just like that. Like so many people. That is what we talk about programming. Because people are so programmed to be in that type of being or to be like that. You just move from A to B. So I'm telling you today, my dear, break out. Break out. Accept that person that you are. It doesn't matter how people might want to talk about it. Let them say it is their mouth. But this is the beautiful part. Let me tell you. The moment you break out of the cocoon like the butterfly, the moment you accept the real you, the moment you accept your personality, the moment you accept your spiritual being of who you are, this is what happened. Everything turn around. Everything will turn around. I'm not just saying this to entertain you. I'm not just saying this to make you feel good. I'm not saying this to make a content like most people will say is everything is content. No, it's not a content. Sometimes information is very vital to give out there. I've been experienced of it. The moment you accept yourself, the moment you accept who you are, the moment you embrace you, everything will turn around. And then you will understand that all the struggle I used to struggle, all the things I used to labor for, I used to stretch about, they just come right down to me without me laboring for it. Because then I now understand that, oh, if I need help, I don't need to go do 5, 6 jobs to get it. All I just need to do is to ask. My spirit guide will just supply it for me. My soul guide will assist me. If I need wisdom, they will be there to help me. But the question is, everybody have it. Why can't you have it? Why? Break out of the cocoon. Accept who you are. Accept the real you, the real personality that you are. That person that you really are, accept it. Because it is only when you accept it that you begin to move forward. So, let me tell you, this is not to entertain you or make you feel good, but this is the real part of it. After that 2016 that I was supposed to doing this yeah, exactly. So that I was supposed that I should be talking about spirituality like this. I ran out and I couldn't do it. And then I was still doing those 4, 6 jobs that I was doing. I was doing cleaning, I was doing computer job, and I was doing acting, I was doing delivering, how many jobs I was doing? I was doing 4. Like 4. Who the hell do type of 4 jobs? And still, I wasn't enough. And still, it wasn't enough. Until one day I said, no, this is not happening. And then I was just having this discussion with myself. Said, if I must move forward. And my spirit guide was just saying, there is no other way than to just be you. And I was like, me? No way. So, but why don't you give it a try? Why don't you just give it a try? I said, okay, let me just see. You see, that is the same thing. When you see a butterfly will be in the cocoon for a very long time. He never knows that he can fly, and he never knows if he has beautiful feathers or colors. So the moment the butterfly say, okay, let me just give it a try. It is that try. They say well, how do they call it? They call it the leap of faith. So let me just give it a leap of faith. And the moment I did, the first thing that happens is that I was just in my kitchen that day, and my soul guide was just telling me, he said, the job I will be giving to you, you might not be qualified for it. You might not be, you know, have all that it takes to get the job, but I will give it to you. I was like, job? Okay, oh. I did it. I just said, okay. And then after a few time, and then I was doing my course, and then my spirit guide said, you have to do that course, so that to get more uh, knowledge, about what this job is all about. And I was okay. So I went and I registered for the job. And I was almost finished and I started looking for a job. All the jobs that I applied for, no one came. And I was like, but you said I should go and do this job. Now I did. Now I couldn't even get one job. So what should I do? I said, don't worry. The job I will give to you. You might not be qualified for it, but it will be given to you. I was like, what? Okay, we will see. I just keep on. I just put my CV out there. Mind you, I got a call from America. Yeah, you hear that right. Then I was still in Belgium. I got a call from America that they have a job for me. I was like, it's not just, I'm not talking about small little companies. I'm talking about multi-billion companies, like multi-billion company. And this was not a scam. I got a call if I want to relocate. I said, to California. California? Nah. I said, that is far away. I said, no. I got a call from Portugal. If I would love to relocate. And I was like, no, no way. That is far away. And then I got a call from Ireland. This is where I am now. And then they said, yeah, your CV look impressive, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, me? Will you like to relocate to Ireland? I was like, Ireland. Okay, that one is also Europe. Okay, fine. If it is Europe, okay, not so bad. So what is the job? And I was told, I was like, me? It looked like me. And even the interview was just like normal cook story discussion. It wasn't like sound like interview. I was like, what? What? On top of that, after I was given the job offer, I was given a relocation fee and I was given a job. And this is not just a job that you go stressing, laboring, hardworking. I'm talking about job that actually keep you. You see, that's the something about a cocoon. When a butterfly is in a cocoon, it does not know if it can fly and it does not know how beautiful the feather is. It does not. But let me tell you, the moment it starts to fly, that is when you know, oh, it can actually fly so high and the feather is so beautiful. I never thought that there is a job that is actually so relaxing that, even in your job place, when you feel tired or say, oh, I just want to relax my head, you can just go take a nap. Like, what? Is that possible? At first, I was like, no way, this is not possible. Because, when you come from that heavy, um, heavy pressure environment, that is why I said people moving from A to B, A to B. It seems like they are moving, but they are not actually moving because they are staying in one place. At that time, I will ask my colleague, I say, how is this possible? Who said, yeah, relax. This is how we work here. I say, what? And then sometimes the system can be down, and then you just have the whole day off and you will still get paid. Hey, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. How is this possible? How is this possible? Oh my God, is this real? Is this real? Or is just fantasy? But I now become to understand that the moment you dive between yourself, the moment you dive inside of you, the moment you accept who you are, you don't struggle because there are people that will be doing those things for you. There are people that will be working on your behalf. Your soul guide, your spirit guide, they will be laboring for you. All that 5, 6 job that I can't, I don't even see myself doing those running left and right job. No, no. Even when I was seeing Belgium, I'm still here in Ireland, they will still write me, do you want to come out or this commercial, there is this amount, just tell us if you are coming. I say, oh, sorry, I don't do that anymore. I was like, the time you were struggling for things yourself, the times you were trying to face the things that your soul guy should have been facing, it's over. Because now you are not like a butterfly who just flies so high. You are no longer that butterfly who is in the cocoon trying to struggle, try to move himself. Because that is how so many people are. We struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle. And it's like, nothing is working. Nothing is working. Why would something work? Discover yourself. Who are you? Sit down. Just take a moment to ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? What is my importance of my existence? What am I actually made for? What am I supposed to be doing in this my life? What is the purpose of me being alive? Why should I be doing this and that? These are things you should ask yourself. You just sit yourself down and begin to evaluate some certain things. I don't go to church. I don't worship Jesus, God, devil. I don't do ritual for, they will say Olokun, Sago, those kind of adults. I don't do them. It's just pure energy. Because the moment you discover yourself, you understand that everything is energy and everything is frequency and everything is vibration. So all you just need to do is to be aligning with the different frequency, with the different vibration. That is all you need to do. That is all you need to be aligned for. Everything. You will see as time goes on, the things that needed to be fixed will be fixed. The things that needed to be brokered will be brokered. The things that are not serving the purpose of your mission will be taken out. The things that's supposed to be in your life that is not there will be put there. That is just the way it is. But you as a being must discover who you are. You must discover your purpose of existence. You must discover why you are living, and you must discover who you really are. These are things you need to know. These are things you need to know. It's not now, I'm this, heal this. No. Who are you? What are the things that make up you? What are the things that cleave to you? What are the things that make you feel good? What are the things that you just hear? Some certain music you just hear, you just so calm. Some certain music you just hear, just make you blah, 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 blah. Some certain music you just hear, you feel like, oh, that is good. That is calming. Who are you? Who are you? Because you as a being must know who you are and accept it, who you are. Because one thing is knowing and the other one is accepting. When they write, what's it called? When you open your phone, sometimes they will say terms and condition. When they give you things and conditions, and they will put all of them, blah, 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 blah. And then after reading it, they'll say, did you accept this? And you press accept. If you don't accept, you will be there. You're going forward because that is what it is. So one thing is to know who you are and accept who you are. And the other thing is to accept it. First, you know and you accept so that you can move forward. When you open your Samsung phone sometimes and the Samsung start to tell you, blah, 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 blah. There was one time like the one that happened last time, I was just kidding myself. I said, let me really see what these people are up to. And then they said, yeah, Samsung is outdated their terms and conditions. And if you like it, you can accept and you can continue. If you don't accept it, you can read all the blah, blah, blah. So I was trying to see if there is any way I will not accept it. I read all the rubbish, 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 rubbish. At the end of the day, you still have to accept it. Because no accepting, no moving forward. That is the way it is. And that is how life is. And that is how you are. If you don't accept who you are, the real person that you are not going anywhere. That is the real definition of knowing who you are. If you are not accepting it, forget it. You're just going to move from A to B, from B to C, just like that. You are not going forward, you are not moving backward. You're just going to be in one place. Rolling around, rolling around, rolling around, rolling around, rolling around. Whereby things can just easily be falling into place for you while you chill in your comfort place. Discover yourself. Who are you? What are the things that make up you? Is it the things that people say to you? Or you just listen to what other people say? Oh, because you are fair, you are like this, and you accept. Oh, because you come from this region, you are like this, and you accept. What did your heart tells you that you are? That is the something. What is your heart tell you that you are? Because it is what your heart tell you that you are, that you are. Not what people say to you. I always say, like people always, there was one time I was just listening to someone and he was saying, yeah, you're a water child, blah, 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 blah. And then they were just, people were just, buying into the idea of, okay, you must be a water child, you must be a water child. I was like, the true water child, nobody tells them they are water child, they know. The true who you are, nobody tells you that you are. That thing is, you have to accept who you are. That's just the way it is. Someone was saying the other time, he said, she is a vampire. And people were just saying, hey, just want to create content. When I look at her, she's actually a vampire. But this person has accepted who she is. And now people are kind of, bleach her, try to name her, put her in the things where she doesn't belong. But she just came out. She just told you. But you, where did you belong? Who are you? Have you discovered who you are? The real being that you are. The real alien being that you are. Just continue to follow this every now and then, 10 o'clock, every day, 10 p.m. I think this evening on is more better than, if I have to do it in the morning before I resume work, it will be very stressful. I think evening on is more relaxing. So I will just keep it on this evening discussion. I think that is much better. Sometimes I do work late, but I will try my best, to catch up with this evening talk, because it is this evening talk that is like bedtime story where you just relax in your cozy bed and you chill and you listen. So, who are you? Who are you? Oh, she's wearing all these things. She must be this, she must be that. Oh, she's this, she's that. The religion system has so programmed so many people so much that to break out from that shell become impossible to them. Because it is, I don't know how I want to describe it. It's like I'm trying to see if I will see this children toys to help me, but there is nothing. It has so put people like this. Let me try to. It's okay. It has so put people like this, covered them so much like this, that they can't come out from the cocoon. These are them. They're like inside the cocoon. It's so much tie them up that the coming out from that cocoon become impossible until they have the courage like the butterfly to begin to squeeze himself out, 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 out. And then they can fly. And they can fly so high. Discover who you are. Because many people, they are just like a butterfly inside the cocoon. And some of them don't even have the courage to break out from it. So scared. Oh, what will people say? Oh, what will people talk? And you choose the comfort place, the comfort zone, so that people will not talk about me. But here is the question: how long are you going to stay there? How long? How long are you going to stay there? How long are you going to be inside the cocoon? But you must have the courage to break out. You must have the power to break out. You must have that energy, that accepting of yourself, that accepting yourself to break out. Because if you never do it, you're going to be there and there and there and there. Have you never seen somebody who just be in their life for the past 50, 60 years? They've not changed in their life. It's like they are trapped because they choose to remain inside the cocoon like the butterfly. But the butterfly, we don't know if he is a butterfly until he starts to fly. A butterfly will not know if he's a butterfly or if he has a very beautiful color wings or is very stylish color until he starts to fly. So, my dear, you will not know who you are. You will not know how beautiful your spiritual existence is. You will not know how wonderful, how lovely your spiritual makeup is until you come out of it, until you accept who you are, until you say, this is who I am, until you say, this is me, and I accept it. Nobody going to initiate you. Nobody going to tell you, oh, did you accept this as your whatever? Sometimes I'm just going to laugh about this because I find it so, this is just what it is. So when you break out and you begin to see things in a new dimension, you're kind of like, what is that? It's like courtesan. Let me use that word, courtesan. Did you accept rules and regulation, and you say, yes, I do. Voila. And then Christianity is also like that. Did you accept Jesus? And you said, voila, and you see answer. You just be bound yourself into another world. But the question is, who are you? Is it because people are doing it or people are talking about it and you just want to belong? Who are you? Who are you? Until you understand who are you, my dear. All these charades that we put in our face to make us, roaming left, right, roaming left, right, roaming left, right, right. It looks so good in us, but is that who we are? Is that who you are? Is that what really makes you to be you? Is that something that really makes you to be who are you? You know, in a job interview, they will say, oh, tell me about yourself. And people will be saying, I am this, I am this. No, they are not asking what you are like that. They're asking what you have done and what you are capable of doing. So when we talk about discovering yourself, we are not saying that you are black or you are white or you come from Africa, or you come from Europe, or you come from whatever place, but we are talking about your spiritual being. Who are you? That is what we are talking about. The spiritual being of who you are. The spiritual being that makes you you. The spiritual being that makes you to be, I am Quincy. I am an empathic being. I am an alien. I am a Pleiadians. That is who I am. What about you? Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? You see, these are the things that in order to you dive within you and you begin to discover, to evaluate inside of you, you will not know who you are. You will not know your purpose of existence. You will not know why you are alive. You just be moving with the crowd. Oh, people are doing this. People are doing that. People is still doing this. That's all. Who are you, my dear? You know, it is good to know who you are. So if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section and I will answer you. Okay? Someone is saying, if you come from a Christian family, and how do you discover yourself? Good. You see, the fact that we all come from one religion, because it is automatically that we are being born or brought up. If you are in Africa, in some region, you are automatically Christian. If you are in some region, in some country, you're automatically Muslim. If you are some region like Asia side, you're automatically Hindus. That is normal. That is just normal. It is the region we are born. So that region does not actually define us, because what defines us still remain inside of us. And that what remains inside of us is what we are. So the things that who you are spiritually as a being is what you need to know. It has nothing to do with whether you come from religious place or you don't come from religious place. It has nothing to do. It is you as a being, you as a soul being that you are. You know, there are some things nobody choose for you. There are some things nobody decide for you. There are some things that you just know that, oh, this is my kind of stuff. Nobody tells you, and it has nothing to do with whether your religion or whatever. It has nothing to do with it, but it has something to do with your spirituality. that you like it, that you love it, that you cleave to it, you enjoy it. It makes you feel good. When you listen to you, when you see it, it make you feel you. It make it feel like, oh, you are actually this kind of person. It makes you. And that is you. So you have to accept that kind of being that you are. You have to accept that who you are as that person so that you can begin to fly like the beautiful butterfly. Because it's only when you accept that beautiful being that you are, that is when you can fly like a butterfly. You have to accept it. They accept it. It's just like your terms and condition. No acceptance, no moving forward. But if you accept, we go forward. That is how it is. So someone is still asking, what about if I discover that I am I don't know what you write there, but if you okay, maybe you should write it well. So if you discover that you are, whatever being that you feel comfortable that you think you are, nobody will tell you who you are. You have to accept who you are. It fulfills you. See, one of the beautiful parts of knowing that who you are is that you feel it. You feel it inside you. You know it. Nobody explain it to you. And that is why I talk about, nobody should tell you that you are this, that before you can know that, oh, you are actually this. No. You will know it inside of you. You will understand that this is me. You will know that is me. Nobody will come and interpret it to you, because that is how it is. It's like it's your DNA is encoded inside of you, is inside of you. So the moment the moment you connect within yourself, it break out. And when it break out, that is when you know who you are. That is when you start to get that glimpse, that spark of yourself. That is when you begin to understand that, oh, this is me. That is when you begin to know that, oh, and when you are knowing this is you, you must accept who you are. So that you begin to get direction of where you should go, what you should do, and the things you should be doing. That is it. Exactly. It is your inner being that will tell you that this is who you are. Nobody should come and tell you that, hey, you have to be this, and because you do this, because you that, because your parents are this, because your whatever are this, that is why you also have to be this. No. Because every soul has a purpose, every soul has a mission, every soul every soul has a purpose of why they are here. So for that purpose to actualize, you must discover who you are. You must discover the real you inside of you. Not this kura that way. These are masks. These are not who we look like. These are not who we really are. It is only when you first discover yourself, that will be a teaching for another day. And as time goes on, you begin to see who you are, like the real being that you are. Not this one is just like dress we put on, and then we add makeup to it. When you see us putting on makeup, sometimes you will think that our face, there is no wrinkle. But when there is makeup out of it, you will see all the wrinkles everywhere. Just the way it is. So we all put on this face that make us look like humans, but not everybody are the same. But you have to understand that you might be different from another person. And because you are different from another person, you must accept that person that you are. That kind of being that you are. That is just it. That is just it. So our 1 hour discussion has come to our end again. And we will continue to discuss. Tomorrow is another day, 10 p.m. Make sure you come to us. And TikTok is already logging me out, telling me my 1 hour time has come to end. You know, I've been live for the past 1 hour now. So, and see you tomorrow again, same time, 10 p.m. double time. Always switch on your phone and for another discussion. If you have any question, always leave it on my comment section. You can DM, you can write me. No, just leave your question in the comment section, and then I will get back to you. If there is something that you want me to talk about, or you want to ask, you want to have more insight into, get back to me, leave it there and I will answer you. It is a wonderful evening again as we have come to the end of the discussion. And thank you all so much, my Facebook, my TikTok, my YouTube. I dearly appreciate each and every one of you for turning on, for stopping by, for just watching for even few minutes, few seconds, even like or share. I really appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful day. Love. Thank you all. 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 Thank you. It's like, how do they do it like this? Yeah. Now I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Thank you all so much. So, ciao. Bye.